Lamau, it's Hollow here, and today I'm going to be talking about 5 ways for maintaining your bronze. It's simple, really. All you need is, number 1, warm water, 2, baking soda, 3, a wet cloth, 4, get good, and well, never mind, fuck the 5th step, you'll be forever alone, let's be honest. Yeah, forever alone. Nah, I kid. What I actually meant was 5 ways to get out of the bronze Edo. Now, everybody keeps on saying, yes, it's not that hard getting out of bronze, just get good. But that's the thing. Not all of us are like really good at the game or good at games in general. Most of us are just above average. And half of these players that keep on telling us to get good have never been in bronze elo. Usually they'll get low, the placements will be low gold, low silver, high silver, if you understand the whole vibe. Like your little mate Jimmy at school, he's like, oh, you suck, you bronze 2, he got placed into silver 4, but you are a better player than him. It all comes down to luck, mostly um, in your first 10 rank games. Well, now people will keep on saying the flame's going to come on. No, it's not about luck. It's because you carry and you're good. And yeah, it really doesn't just come down to luck. All I'm saying is most of your friends that are higher elo than you, but you know that you're a better person than them, they just had better teams, basically. Or they handled situations better in that game than what you're handling it at the moment. And everything is not about just 1v1ing. That's the thing. That's the main thing that people need to get out of their heads. Because what I see in plat elo at the moment is that people keep on saying, "Oh yeah, no, okay, cool, GG, we lost, but I won top lane, ha ha ha." That's the thing. Like, what does that even mean? Ha ha, I won top lane. There's no I won top lane. You lost the game. That's the point. You lost the game because you were so focused on your lane that you didn't really do TP ganks. You never focused on objectives, because you'll back after 2 waves after killing the opponent, not pushing lane, not putting pressure on that lane, damaging tower, taking Rift Herald, stuff like that. Now, um, yeah, before I start just talking about random shit, let's move on to the 5 things um, that you need to know, which is nip-suckingly the hardest things to do in League of Legends, in my opinion. Okay, number 1, let's start off where it all begins in laning phase. Now, if you feel that, well, you won't say that in the first 30 seconds of laning. Well, you can actually notice if you are better than the opponent. But if you feel that you are better than the opponent, but you are a bit insecure in what's going on, then stop just fucking in. Like, just calm down, right? Get your form up, and then trade. Just do trades. If you see you're out trading your laning opponent, right? Do a few simple trades. Okay, go back to your farming, and then he'll either back off in bronze elo and then give you free farm. All right. If he does that, let's just stop on that point. If he does that, if you win the trades and you see him backing off completely, the number 1 thing to do is do not push your lane. Like, do not overly push your lane. Just last hit, chill, ward it up, because obviously, because you are out trading your laning opponent, you are better than him, he will ask for ganks or help from the jungler. So now, what you do is you freeze the lane. Freezing lane is basically just wait for last hits. The minions will push up against each other. You last hit, you don't overly push them, and then they will literally almost not move. It will be hard at first, obviously, to try it, but going to a bot game, um, here's the one exercise. Go into a bot game, and then try and keep the minions without any bots, just yourself, 10 minutes a day for a week, and you'll be sorted. Um, Go into a game, and then with, like I said, no bots, and just keep the minions in the middle at all times. Don't use abilities, just chill it down, and then that's it. That's basically it. That's what you need to do. If you do that, then you will deny your opponent's CS, and you will deny him experience because he will just be sitting under tower. And then if you ward it up properly, then you won't be susceptible to ganks. Now, just to continue to that on that point, is look at your minimap. Look at your minimap every 5 to 7 seconds. All right, just scan it down, just see what's going on. After you last hit that minion that you needed to go and last hit, just just glance down. You got it, and it's all good. All right. Now, if you are behind, if you feel that your laning opponent is better than you, the one key thing that I've seen is you need to see if he actually is a really aggressive player. Like, does he like superly deny you farm? Okay, then you are tower hugging, then wait for ganks and just farm under turret. Just by saying, I think cannon minions take 5 shots to turret to die. So on the 4th shot, obviously, AA or use an ability depending on your attack damage. Siege minions will take 3 turret hits to die, but on the second, after the second turret hit, you can auto attack with low AD and you'll be able to kill it. Caster minions, but on the other hand, they take 2 shots, but those are quite tricky because they end up on half HP or just below half, which is hard for low AD champions, or when your AD is low in early game to farm them. That's when you'll have to use your abilities to obviously farm these creeps. Your opponent in Bronze Elo would 95% of the time push the lane. Okay, so you'll be quite sorted. So you'll be able to get creeps under the turret, and just chill, wait for ganks, and then obviously you can proceed in communicating with your team and then getting fed. All right. So let's say the opponent is dominating your lane. He's got 100 farm. Okay, bronze. 100 farm in 15 minutes would be fine for bronze. 15 minutes, 100 farm, 100 CS. And you have 80 CS. That is not a big loss, and you haven't died yet. That's fine. You are not really that behind. It's all good. It's all Gucci. Just wait for the jungler, and that's fine. That is a better score than having 20 CS and dying 5 times because you have to back all the time, or your death timer keeps on popping up after you die. And that to me is laning phase basically. Just coordinate with your jungler, number 1. 2, like I said, pressure on lane, and then farming. If you're ahead, don't push. Depending on, okay, everything I know, everything is so situational. I'm saying don't push, but again, if you don't push, then obviously you can't get to the Nexus at the end of the day. But like I said, it's all situational. If your whole team is pushing, everyone's doing well, you can push and it's fine. You can push when you have wards. If it's still early game, just chill, just freeze lane and keep it there. If you have a big advantage, just ward it up, push the tower when he's dead or when he has roamed, and then you'll be safe. That's no worries. Second of all, warding. Here's like one of the most crucial things. I've spectated games when again, well, my bronze mates, I've spectated the games that they play, and the games that I play. We have an average around in plat elo. We have an average around, I think, 19.5 or 21.5. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. Wards per champion per game. Average game length of like 30 minutes or whatever the case might be. Some of them will be obviously less. It's just the support wards so much, and then it affects the average. And if the jungler is like Lisa and getting side stone, all those things affect averages. But what I've seen is if you go to bronze elo, it like comes down to like 9 wards or 8 wards per champion, and that restricts vision on the map. Like, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what to do, how to coordinate ganks and stuff like that, because you don't have vision. You won't know if people are, or summoners are counter ganking you. You don't know shit. Basically, that's basically what it is. Just fucking ward, okay? Please let me just. There's nothing to say on warding. I've really tried. I've really fucking There's nothing. Just fucking ward. There we go. GG. Win the game. Okay, cool. It's fine. That's basically it. Like that's I can't understand how to describe it because it's so simple yet people don't do it. I'm a jungle support main, so obviously warding is like in my blood and second nature, but it's just something you guys really need to understand. Warding is so crucial. It really is. It's really, really so crucial. Um, then the third thing is play safe, which I've touched on the first point in laning. If you kill 4 enemies, you pushing the tier 1 turret, you're about to push tier 2, but everybody's up, but they've been up for like 5 seconds. So in 5 seconds they would be rotating to tier 3 in whichever lane, and you guys are still battle damage from the previous fight. Back off, leave the second turret. It's fine. You guys got what you wanted. You got 4 kills or 3 kills, or whatever the case might be. It's cool, it's fine. Go and do dragon. Go and like push the turret, push the tier 1 or tier 2, whatever turret you guys are on. But the biggest thing or biggest mistake I've seen in League of Legends or in Bronze Elo and even Silver Elo is that people tend to overextend to a point where they almost ace the team. They keep on pushing. They don't get the tower, and then they all die to a counter push basically, and then the enemy team will do Baron. They get or Elder Dragon or whatever the time might be, but they'll get a buff of some kind or push multiple lanes depending on how the minions are spawned, or like I said, it's all situational. But you guys understand what I'm saying. That's the key thing. That's the key thing to focus on. Is don't overextend. If you guys just kill 2 people, it's 40 minutes in, they've got an open inhib, and the Nami is running to top lane. She's like fucking beaming it. And I'm talking about like tier 1 top lane. She's not even going to base. Leave the fucking fish. Like, I see people flash over walls and do everything. The carries will do that just to get kills and get a better score. That is totally wrong. You need to push your objectives when you can, and that's the main point. Everyone just chases kills. Kills mean nothing. If everyone starts to flame you, like let's say you're playing Tyrannomere and everyone starts flaming and they're like, oh no, look, this is a 1-7 Tyrannomere, he's so fucking bad. But this 12-1 LeBlanc is just fucking chasing kills, but she's doing nothing for the team. That, in my book, I'd rather take the Tyrannomere that's actually helping the team and doing things instead of just the LeBlanc. Um, okay, a 12-1 LeBlanc you'd obviously want in your team because, I mean, fuck, she'll instant nuke a carry. But you guys understand the point that I'm trying to make. Is just play it safe. Like, always get vision. Before you do Dragon, ward the entrance to blue buff if you're bottom side, and then ward Tri-Brush and ward in mid lane river to see where they're coming from. Or if you're on the other side, ward Tri-Bush in bot lane, ward the bush at red, stuff like that, stupid things. Ward, just fucking, like I said, it's back to point 2, wards. But that, if you comply to number 2, then obviously number 3, playing safe, all these things will gel together basically. Then champions. This is number 4, champions. This is the biggest thing to me. Well, it's not really the biggest. I'd actually say warding and playing it safe is the biggest, but this is also a big problem. You are not skilled enough in a ranked game. This is the thing. Like in normals or whatever the case, yeah, try a certain champion in a few bot games, and then move on to normal games, and then see how you fare against real people or real players, and then go on to ranked games. Because what tends to happen is that in bronze games, the most picked champions that I see, I didn't look on stats, but the most champions that I see is Lee Sin. I've seen a lot of Twisted Fates. I've seen Echoes, which I can understand, and it's not that hard, but still, like, positioning of the ulti and your W and stuff like that. And then I've seen Rivens. I mean, why? Why would you play that? Why don't you just play a brain dead champion that you've been playing for fucking ever, and then do that? That is as simple as it gets. Because you will be playing Riven into a Darius. You are the better player, but he has a brain dead champion. Thus, because you do not fully understand the kit of a Riven, you will not be able to maximize your damage output. That's the main thing. So yeah, just try and either practice a champion. Oh, and the fifth champion would be Yasuo, which I see a lot in bronze games. But practice the champion first, and then you can move on. I understand you don't want to play Warwick the whole time. I understand you don't want to play Udyr, or you want to play fucking who fucking ever. Because different people have different opinions on how easy champions are. Pantheon and fucking not Tom Kench. I suck at his ulti. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, and the final thing, okay, is your build path. The thing that I've seen is it's not that crucial. It is crucial, like it is really crucial. Like it is. This is like really crucial. But I'm trying to think, like in your bronze elo, it depends. If you have to work on something, I'd work on 1, 2, and 3, and then I'd go on to build paths. But your build paths, you need to understand what comp your enemy wants to, or how they want to play their comp. So you'll see, for instance, you'll see an Amumu, they'll have a Malphite and a Victor, or whatever the case might be. So your role as an AD carry, for instance, or you'll need to get a QSS for the CC. You'll need to build accordingly. Like if they're AP based or AP heavy and you're a top laner, why rush Random's Omen instead of Spirit Visage or whatever item? Once again, items you can't really say rush this and rush that because it depends on if you're winning lane and if you're losing lane and all those type of things. So everything varies in retrospect. But basically, what it all comes down to is don't pick the same build path for the same against different teams. That's the biggest mistake because you minimize your damage output or your resistance to damage, and you won't maximize your effectiveness in team fights. So yeah, that's the other thing. And I know I said 5. I was just thinking about a last one, and that is communication with your team. I see a lot of people not using their pings right. They are not communicating with each other. Where Malphite just ulties for funsies and he thinks the team knows he's going to ulti, but nobody else knows that he's going to flash over the wall and then ulti the team. So it all comes, like I said, it all comes down to a point where you need to communicate with your team to say, hey, listen, this guy's missing, this guy is here, let's engage, that was a good engage, complement each other, like just enjoy the game and speak to them as if you were literally, your lives depended on it. And that's the thing, like compliment them, stop flaming, stop doing stupid stuff, and yeah, that's that. That is literally that. I know this was kind of a shitty video, and kind of long, but I just wanted to talk to you guys and just share my opinions with you. Um, I really do feel that I don't want to script or I don't want to do that. I want to talk to you as I would be talking to a normal person. And that is why I'm enjoying this whole excursion of making YouTube videos. And I'm sorry I'm not the most professional editor and I'm not the best narrator and all those type of things. But everybody is doing those things. I just want to talk to you as my subscribers and listeners on my opinions on things. But yeah, that's just me. And thank you guys for watching this video. I know it was really, really long. But like and subscribe if you really did. And if you didn't, I'm sorry. Nothing I can do. But yeah, cheers guys.